So right here, this is in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And right here is the site of the Benge detachment. This is where they camped. Over 1,000 Cherokees en route to Indian Territory camped here on this spot. Present day Fayetteville, Arkansas. The creek is right here. There's a giant timber. They're doing some work on the bridge down here, but this is the memorial for the campsite in 1839 of the Benge party. And I'm just going to look at some of these trees. Look at that one right here. That's a witness to the Trail of Tears. There's a couple of these very large trees, large timber. So this is it in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Trail of Tears, the Benge route. This is where they camped. Over 1,000 Cherokees. Also in Fayetteville is where they a Cherokee man was killed downtown. It's a giant timber. They're doing work down there. And he might be buried in the historic cemetery on the other side of the Confederate cemetery that's over on the other side of town. I might go look at that. Also the women's seminary that Sarah Ridge started. I will probably go try to see their, visit that location. This is pretty cool. This is the Benge route. This is where they camped. They came through this part of Arkansas. This is probably where also the northern route detachments came through this area. The Jesse Bushyhead and Evan Jones. So I was reading a section of the B.B. Connors journal that he kept as he led a detachment on the northern route, and he was talking. He wrote about this one night, I forget what state they was in, and somehow they got a hold of some alcohol, and the whole detachment got drunk, and they couldn't. The next day everyone was sick and they didn't want to move. Oh man, could you imagine that? Trying to lead a drunk party of Indians. So it looks like there's some more markers over here. We're going to check this out. So this is the high school. Yes, here we go. Following the Trail of Tears. The Cherokee once lived in parts of present-day Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. In 1838, the U.S. military forcibly evicted thousands of Cherokee and detained them for months in forts and internment camps. During roundups, the Indians weren't given time to pack, and family members who weren't home when the soldiers arrived were left behind. The yellow is the Bell route. So I've completed the Bell route right up here. You see the Benge route. All of the detachments had Cherokee commanders. The Benge detachment. So they went into Mrs. Weber's plantation. On September 18th, 1838, Cherokee leader John Benge was selected to lead a party of Cherokee interned at Fort Payne, Alabama. George Lowry, second chief of the Cherokee Nation, traveled with the Benge detachment as assistant conductor. The group, about 1,100 Cherokee with 60 wagons and 600 horses, left on their journey on October 1st, 1838. I read a part of an eyewitness when they went through one of these towns in Illinois, and they said that the horses were some of the best horses. And when the Cherokee people went through, they said that it was quite a sight because they were dressed really well and they just looked very presentable. The Benge detachment was one of 13 overland groups organized by Principal Chief John Ross after the U.S. military agreed to let the Cherokees supervise their own removal. It was the only group to choose a route that crossed the counties of north central Arkansas. On December 8, 1838, the Benge detachment entered Arkansas and traveled through the towns of Smithville, Batesville before camping here in Fayetteville prior to disbanding in Indian Territory in January 1839. And there's John Ross. So right here is the site of their camp, the Benge party, where they camped. Present-day Fayetteville, Arkansas.